Attention, please. The show starts in 3, 2, 1, go.
So, gosh, that was stressful just now because we were having some technical difficulties after trying
It's
to
okay.
with Aaron for years, it seems. But anyways, guys, welcome to SipHappens podcast. You know what to do. Click the like and subscribe button, download everything you need to do, and continue to sip. Because in a world full of shit, don't forget to sip. So on this show, we have Aaron, and Aaron is all the way from Texas, Nebraska. Texas, Nebraska. Am I right?
Uh, no, Texas, Texas.
Okay, so he's from Texas, Texas. So what's the difference between Texas, Texas, and Texas, Nebraska? Or is there no such thing?
I've never heard of Texas, Nebraska, but Texas is the state that I live in, and the
Wonderful.
city that I live in is called Seminole.
Wonderful. So that's why I feel geography pretty much.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I've I've actually never heard of Barbados until you told me that you were from there, and I
Oh,
went ahead and I googled it, and I was like, "Ooh,
so
I'd
you
like to go check it out."
good. You're welcome to. So you've never heard of Rihanna before?
I'm sorry.
Rihanna. Have you ever heard of Rihanna?
Oh, Rihanna, I love Rihanna. Shine
Mhm.
bright like a diamond.
There you go. And that's where she's from. That's where she's from. That's it's really good that we have that.
Okay, yeah.
So you could come see where she lives. It would be really really nice to see where she used to live before she became a global superstar, Robin Rihanna Fenty, Miss Bright.
Right. Yes, sir.
Right. So
Yeah.
on the show we have lots. As I was telling Aaron, he's not from Barbados, so I would like to educate him just a little bit. Have you ever heard of the word duppy?
I don't think I have.
What do you think it is?
Can you say it again because the audio kind of cut out?
Sorry, do you duppy? DUPPY. P
DUWPPY.
DUPPY.
Duppy. Hmm. Kind of sounds like a puppy, but with a D in front of it.
Far from. It's far from. It's actually a Gajun word for ghost.
Oh, boast.
Ghost. G
Oh,
A.
ghost.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So now you learn something. So if you want to say, "Oh my God, my room is filled with ghosts," you can replace that and use the Gajun word duppy. So
Duppy.
yes.
Yeah, well, I'm definitely gonna tell my friends. Oh man, there's got to be a lot of duppies in here.
See, there you go. And you be like, "Yo, where did you learn that word from?" You be like, "I've been to Barbados."
But yeah, my friend Delmar from Barbados.
That's how we do it. So what are you listening to? What are you watching? What do you find interesting these days?
Well, I mean, I love music. I listen to a lot of music. I don't listen to just one artist. I
Mhm.
listen to a lot of different artists. I mostly listen to artists that aren't super famous because I think some of their music is a little bit better because they really got to try extra hard
Yeah.
to climb the charts. Right now, shoot, I don't even know, man. I just if I hear a song that's good, I'm like, oh heck yeah, I'll listen to that. Have you ever heard of Swaco?
Nope.
Swaco, he's a punk rock artist, kind of like that. He's up and coming.
Okay, so
He's
I'll definitely try that one. You guys can also. Well, how do you spell it?
uh,
SWAKO.
no, Sueco.
Oh, is it African?
I don't think so. He's white as me.
Whoa.
Yo, yeah, he's as white as me. So no, but he's one. Let's see who else we got. Hmm. Can I go out like this? Can you still hear me?
I can still hear you. I can.
Okay, I'm back. All
Yes, you
right,
are.
so we have Wiz Khalifa. I don't know if you've ever
Yeah,
heard of him.
yeah, definitely.
Love his music. I just heard a new song by him. It's called "Ordinary Life."
Okay.
It's
Um,
pretty inspirational.
he raps, right? Basically, he raps.
Yes, yeah, he's
Okay.
a rapper. Yes, sir.
So what you have a podcast because that's how we met. We met on the
I do.
podcasting thing. So tell us a little bit about your podcast.
My podcast is basically it's I interview my friends about interesting topics. I feel like I do have very interesting friends. They've lived through a lot, and
And you haven't?
me not so much. No,
Okay.
I've lived through a few things, but I mean they've had a drug addiction, lost family members, been to rehab. One of them was even partly kind of not really in kind of like a gang. So yeah, they were. Yeah, I feel like I have some pretty interesting friends. So that's how that started.
Um, comes out that you have a wide range of friends here. So
I
and
do.
what
Yes,
the
sir.
name of your podcast is
I'm sorry.
what's the name of your podcast?
The Air Bear Show.
And where can we find your podcast?
You can find it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. I don't know. I'm in a lot of them. I just as soon as I got started, I'll tell you this. I had a pretty bad breakup with an ex girlfriend, and I mean I was in like this deep depression and anxiety and stuff, and I couldn't. I used to be able to talk a lot to
Mm,
people and have any conversation I'd want to have off the bat. I could just do it, and then after that, I lost all of that. I wasn't like I couldn't say anything. I was just in my own head a lot, and
wow.
so we got back together, and then after like I think 2 months, we just completely called it off. And after that, I was like, man, Aaron, you got to do something. You do the same shit every
Mhm.
day. You you go to work, and then you come home, you smoke weed, and you play video games. That's all I did for the longest time, and it wasn't fulfilling for me. So I just thought about what I could do, and I started listening to Impulsive. Have you ever heard
Mhm.
of Impulsive Logan Paul's podcast?
No,
No.
you're
Okay.
educating me right now.
Oh, okay. So Logan Paul, he fought KSI. I don't know if you've heard of any of that. No. Wow. Okay. Um,
I'm a podcast
he's
person.
okay. He's a YouTuber and he has a podcast as well. So I started
Okay.
listening to his, and he's kind of the same thing. He's got his friends on there, and but of course he's a celebrity, so he can interview whoever he
Really?
wants.
Ah.
Yeah. But I just decided, hey, you know what? I'm gonna do that with my friends. So I went ahead and I bought the equipment, and it took me 6 months to finally do an episode.
Wow.
We had done 3 episodes, but I felt like they weren't good enough, so I went ahead and trashed all of them. But finally, on the fourth one, I was like, heck yeah, this is it.
So that's why pretty much me and my podcast it happens because a lot of stuff, especially when you want to do well in life, a lot of shit happens to a lot of good people, you know. And we try
Right.
so hard to crawl and make it forward, and then life throws not only up so many things at us all at once. We don't know what to do with our lives, and I commend you for that. Bring yourself out of depression because with mental health, it's not easy. You know,
It really isn't.
you know sometimes we think that we go through all of these things alone and we have no one to talk to. You know, I'm very glad, guys. You know, if Aaron your support, go and check out his podcast and continue to lend us in here as we do. Because it's not easy podcasting. It's not
It's
easy.
Go ahead.
Because I'm saying like we've been trying for almost like 20 minutes to get an interview, and like
Right.
our computers have not been working with us. It happens, and it's really cool that you're all the way in Texas. I'm in Barbados, but still we having these little issues. Like it's not easy, guys. Don't think it's easy.
But that's the really cool thing about podcasting is we can talk to anybody around the world with a Wi-Fi
Yeah,
connection and a camera.
yeah.
I never thought I would be talking to a person from Barbados. I never in a million years. It didn't even cross my mind.
I think that you jump right on board. Like when I first sent out the thing, I was like, "Yo," and Aaron immediately responded. and we've been trying to connect with each other. And again, life just start throwing the obstacles here at us, and we overcame, and now we're here doing our thing, and I'm
Exactly.
so happy.
Yes, sir. Yeah, no, it was it definitely took us a minute to get started. Definitely took us a minute, but as everything I don't know if you're religious, but God has a plan.
Oh, so you're
And
religious?
I grew up religious. I can't say that I'm the best Christian. I can't say that, but I'm trying.
And he says this while sipping something similar to like a Bud Light and vaping, and I love it. So it's the contrast
Right.
of
Yes,
things.
sir. Yeah, no, I do have some issues to definitely deal with. I do.
And that's being part of human. Being a human, we are not one dimensional. We are so. That's why I love Rihanna
Yes.
because she shows us good and the bad. You have to take it pretty much as that's how life is. So let's
Yeah.
start about what we came here to do. So we came to talk about cheating, which is because this is Valentine's. This is the month of love. So we're going to be looking at some love issues. And we thought, you know what? Let's tackle this whole issue of cheating and why people. Maybe we can share our own experiences of dealing with cheating and we have it. Because Aaron is a good guy. I'm a good guy. I don't think we have, and I love it.
Right.
So
Yeah.
let's get into it. So my first question as we what do you think makes a person?
Um, what I think that makes a person cheat, like you remember when you were in school
Mhm.
and you didn't know the answers to a test, right? And you really needed to know. So you went ahead and cheated and you thought it was going to work for you, but in the end, most of the time you got caught.
That means
Most
you're
of the
not
time you
good at
got caught.
probably weren't good at what you're doing
Right.
because you don't cheat to get caught.
But yeah, exactly. You think you're going to get away with it and somewhere down the line it'll catch up to you.
Mhm.
With couples cheating, I just remember in my last relationship, you think there's something better out there for you. And when you go out to pursue it, you'll find out one of two things. You'll either find out that one, you just did a very bad thing and she's the love of your life or he or whoever it is.
Mhm.
Or two, that you do need that better. I don't know. I did think about cheating at one point. I never did.
Mhm.
Um, because it was just a toxic relationship that I was in, and I felt like I needed to get out. But it's also part of being a man and not doing that to her, and just manning up and saying, "Hey, this isn't working out. Um, we need to go choose
I,
different paths."
I think people have the desire to cheat when things become bored and monotonous. Like
Yeah.
you are stuck in this particular rut in a relationship and nobody's putting that effort. Maybe like say person X, because this is the 21st century, person X is putting 95 and person Y is only giving 5. So when you have that discrepancy in what the person is giving and not keeping the relationship spicy and interesting, and onset, persons tend to cheat because they're different. Do you believe that there are different types of cheating, like, or do you just only link it to sex?
No, I see cheating as being unfaithful to your partner in any kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
So that can be flirting
Mm-hmm.
with other girls. That can be even texting
Mm-hmm.
different people and giving them more attention than you better have.
Okay.
I consider all of that cheating.
What about emotional support? Like, let's say I instead of coming to my partner, I do someone else. Emotional support. Would you say that that's cheating too as well?
Hmm. I don't know if I have an answer for you, but your partner should be your emotional support. I believe they should be, and if they're not, maybe you need to get a new partner.
Yes, it happens,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
so there are different ways that people look at cheating. Um, So one of the biggest questions I have been battling as I was thinking about our podcast. Have you ever cheated before, and what made you? We can share it. I
Right.
won't just put you on the spot and leave you alone. I'll share mine first.
Oh no, no, no. That's totally fine. I'm okay with answering that. I have never cheated. I'm actually proud to
Are
say
you
that.
are you serious? No, I
I
feel
have
bad.
never cheated.
You
You feel
think
bad?
yes, because I
Oh, you have cheated. You
have.
naughty, Jamar. You naughty.
Oh shit! Fuck. Oh,
No, 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 no. I have never cheated. I've only been in one serious relationship.
oh wow. Oh,
So
okay, that
yeah,
is.
I've had plenty of hookups and casual hookups and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that, but I've never cheated on my one girlfriend that I did
I was just on my one girlfriend. Have you ever been
have.
cheated on though? Do you think you've been cheated on?
I did have my suspicions that one time, so I went
Mm-hmm.
ahead and checked her phone, but I found no evidence of me being cheated on.
Oh shit! Fuck. That probably hurt. Well, okay, so I cheated. But mine was valid.
Yours was
That's
valid.
not
Okay.
because I did it, but they were doing it and I was all in. So like I was putting 100,000 into the relationship, and they were doing it. So I did it to get back and to hurt them because I was hurt. Does that make
Right.
sense?
Yes, yes, it totally does.
Okay.
I thought about doing the exact same thing.
But I did it. So I did it for you and for me.
Oh,
So
thank you.
I took the fall, so I'll go to hell. So I cheated on at married, but I don't like the idea of cheating because I hold relationships on a very high pedestal. Like if I really am in love with someone, I'm in love with that person totally,
Yes.
and they're gonna get all of me and more. So like the mere fact that I wanted to date someone, I will have to call it quits because that means something has happened. But before I do that, I will talk it out, and let's see if
Right.
I right. And then if I see that the behavior has not been remedied, then I will have to take my leave. I cannot do relationships. I've had a 5 year relationship. That was a roller coaster of emotions. I really learned that there are a lot of emotions I can feel from that five
Yes,
year
there are.
from that
I
5 year
completely
relationship.
quit relationships for a while because I'm actually just now getting back into it. So this recently happened.
Yeah,
So
wow.
I'm just now trying to get back into it, going to the club and stuff and trying to find
So
somebody. But no, like you said, the question, why do people cheat? And based on our answers, it can be a lot of things. It can
yeah,
be not getting the emotional support, or
wanted to
I mean,
get back
if you
at that
just don't get
person.
along,
Yeah.
wanting to get back at the person because you're hurt. I just so many things that go into play there.
Can a relationship be saved if a person steps out?
If a person if one
Cheats.
person cheats,
Yeah.
okay.
Hmm.
Mm.
Oh, yeah. Let's
Ah,
let's take a sip. Let's take a sip of our alcohol so that the
yeah,
alcohol
yeah.
can answer.
Cheers,
Cheers.
cheers to that. Now I'm quite a petty person. I I can be quite unforgiving sometimes. So if you hurt me bad enough, I don't think that can be. I don't think you can come back from that.
Would you
Now,
want it?
unless of
But
course,
if it was the flip side, if you cheated on, you want them to take you back.
yeah. See, that's also the thing. There's also that. It's so hard. I have heard of people being cheated on and
Hmm.
they're still together.
Hmm.
Um, because, like you said, sometimes you just go out and you think there's something better out there, when
Hmm.
all of a sudden you realize there isn't.
Hmm.
That's so. Yeah, I definitely think two people need to work extra hard to save that. Best thing is don't cheat. It's Valentine's Day. Give out love. That's just the best thing to go.
Who do you think cheats more, men or women?
Definitely, man. Okay. Here's why I say that. Men cheat more because men have been caught the most. You know what I'm saying? We're kind of careless about it. We don't care. We just think with our, you know, and women they're a little bit more sneaky about it. So
That
maybe women do
is,
cheat more.
yeah, that's true. That is true. I mean, I think that's the same goes like if a tree falls. Some things they really don't know, but I do think I would say women. I would say women because a woman, she they're very methodical with that M word. It thought process. So they know how to around certain things.
To
As I said,
cover it up.
yeah, men are very careless. Women are very very sloppy.
Yes. There's also this. Have you ever had to apologize after an argument she started?
Yeah, yeah.
Mind games. Women play a lot of mind games. So
Now we
if
lose.
right, exactly. I mean, you can't win for nothing. So say she does cheat, right, and you question her about it, she'll play those mind games on you to make you believe that you don't. So
Mhm.
yeah.
So, what are some of the telltale signs of cheat? Like, some people say, like, we hear say the character, like, if I accuse X person or you or whatever of cheating, then I'm gonna be like, yo, you probably talking to somebody else, or like you talking, and I start picking at things. I try to pick that it's like who really cheated. Like, what are some of the telltales? Are
I'm
they
sorry,
telltale?
your audio was kind of cutting out. What was your question again?
Like, are they telltale signs of cheating? Can we pick up someone is cheating on us?
I think so. I mean, like I said, I've never been cheated on, but
Oh dear,
uh,
you're missing
did
out.
this? Yeah, I'm missing out. I'm sure it's quite the experience. But I would say distance
Hmm.
when your significant other is being quite distant, or if she just doesn't have a lot of time for you anymore.
Okay.
Like, or you don't know what she's doing half the time. I remember my last relationship, like, hey babe, what you doing? Oh, just working. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, she knew I always got off at 6 and stuff, and I was always around, and and she was too. But say all of a sudden, just randomly, things that they never do, they just start doing, and
Mhm.
they're not around you, or they're
Mhm.
saying, hey, I'm going to work, or I'm going to meet a friend.
Mhm.
That's a guy. I'm going to meet my friend. That's a girl.
Oh, we're looking at the words, choice of words is really to
Yes, yeah,
listen.
yeah. You can pick up on that as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm. How do you or what would you recommend for persons like me who think that's some of the things I recommend?
Fuck them.
I need you on my
All this.
podcast all the time. Like I am serious. Will you be a resident co-host?
Honestly, one day I do want to travel the world, so I'm definitely gonna come to Barbados and see you, and
Good.
then we're gonna make a banging episode. We're gonna make a banging episode. It's gonna happen. I mean, it could be 2, 3 years of time, but
It, it will happen.
um,
I'll be here.
it will happen for sure, for sure. My advice, it's really hard because uh, try to be a little bit more cautious of who you
Mhm.
choose as your
Ah.
partner. I mean, you can see the red flags in the beginning.
Mhm.
A lot of people just choose to ignore them.
Because of love, you know,
Right,
yeah,
exactly.
we want this thing called love, and I as we explore Valentine's Day and this whole month of love, like love is one of the emotions where it hurts the most, and that's so weird because you think that the word love in itself is something that makes you happy, but
Right.
realistically, if you really sit down and ponder it, it's something that can be very very hurtful. It stresses you out.
Exactly.
Like
Yes, some days you really, really love a person,
Mm-hmm.
and some days you have to choose to
Mm-hmm.
love a person.
Yeah. And then you have to choose to love yourself as well.
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly.
And then like there's no and dry right or wrong answer because what works for you will definitely not work for me. And we can sit here, we can talk about all these things and all of our experiences. Our listeners could be like, "Oh, I want to try this," but work. Like we can learn from experiences, and that's it. You know, so I chose to handle my cheating experience. Somebody I found upon. I probably would have just left, but you hurt me, and I hurt really, really bad and easily. Like, yo, I wanted them to feel like, oh, I felt like,
Yes.
you know, or like I can't put into words emotion I felt. That's I find that as one of the lowest forms of with everything. Uh, Everything
Exactly.
just for like what 20 minutes of sex. I can do
Yeah.
30 minutes of sex, like 30. Like what the hell?
Exactly. Yeah. Um. Like I can really see what you mean there. We're kind of the same in that way when you said I give you all of me and you expect the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's kind of not the world we live in these days.
Yeah.
It's kind of like well, let's just have fun and fuck it and see whatever happens. And I I th- I think the art of sticking by a person to the end has kind of gone out the window.
So I recently did a podcast on how passing. Do you think to eliminate cheating? Do you think a person in a hall pass in a relationship?
Eliminate what?
You tend to eliminate cheating. Do you think a person should be given a hall pass?
I've actually heard of that working for some people.
Hmm. Would you would,
Uh,
would
el-
you would, would you do it?
if I got a hall pass,
If would you give your partner a hall pass, or would you accept a hall pass if your partner was to give you one?
if I was happy with him, no. But if I wanted to do some sneaking around myself, I would say, yeah, go take your hall pass. I'm gonna go do my thing. We'll see what happens.
Hmm. But then what does that mean for the relationship?
For me, that would mean it's probably coming to an end.
Okay.
But you don't want to go outright and say it, right?
Mm.
Because it can be a hurtful thing for them and for you.
So I know.
Um,
Sorry, go ahead.
oh no, I'm done.
I, I know you said you haven't cheated, but let's say worst case scenario you did. How would you tell your partner?
I would let them find out. I don't think I would tell them because why would you tell a person that unless you felt super super guilty and you wanted to fix it? But how can you fix something like that? That's you know
Aaron, let's take. Are you serious? You wouldn't tell them?
I don't think so. I don't think so because okay, think about it. Think about it. If you actually felt bad for what you did, but you didn't have the courage to go ahead and fess up, how would you do it? Right? It would be it'd be very hard to do. I, I, I don't know. I don't know what I would do.
Would you want someone to tell you they cheated on you?
Uh, I mean, yeah, yeah. But okay, also think about this. What if you never found out? You never knew, and she
Mm,
never did it again, right? There's
mm.
also that. But I've also heard this: once a cheater, always a cheater.
Is it? So
I've
you're
heard
saying
of that too.
people can't. So you're saying people can't change.
Oh, yeah, people definitely can change. It's just a saying that I've heard that some girl said: "Once a cheater, always a cheater."
So that means that you change the cheater name. There we go.
Sorry, I was getting a phone call.
So you think that you would at one point cheat in your life since people change?
Mm, things would have to get pretty bad if for me to cheat. Um, I would. I think I would enjoy it in the moment, and
Mm.
then after that, right away, I would have like a rush of guilt come over me.
Yeah, yeah, you seem like that person. Like you have a breakdown. Like you'll be driving in your car in tears on your phone. Yo, babe, I gotta tell you something. I just came from fucking another girl, and I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
I wouldn't say it quite like that. I would say, hey, I saw another person tonight, except for you. I was not at dinner with the boys.
Aaron, oh my god,
I'm
I
having
love.
really, I'm having a lot of fun on this.
Me too. I love Texas.
Yeah, you should come visit sometime.
I will. I can't deal with the cold though because Aaron was telling me before we started to record that it's quite. I can't deal with cold out here in Barbie. We have rain.
Yeah.
We don't have snow. So I've never had snow before. And
You've
right now
never seen
he
snow.
never
You want to
in
see
real.
some snow right now?
Sure,
All right. There's not a lot.
but it's way more than what we have here. And look at
Right, right.
Aaron's.
Yes.
Look at Aaron's setup. He has purple that is the
Oh yes, yeah. This I'm actually in my own podcast studio right now.
wow. After you, I'm gonna get there. I will show you
Yeah.
mine. I'm just in my.
Oh, it's actually snowing right now. There's not a lot of snow, but you can kind of see.
Wait, what time is it there?
Ooh, it's cold. Um, it is 6:38 p.m.
It is 6:38 p.m. right now. Of recording this podcast. It is 8:38 in the night. I can't assure you guys it's legit nighttime here. It's dark out, Aaron. It's
Uh,
legit
oh
nighttime.
yeah, no, it's about to be dark here as well.
It's He says it's about to be dark. It is fucking dark. We have crickets. It's cold and
Yeah,
it's dark.
30 minutes 30 minutes from where I live
Mm.
is New Mexico, the state of New Mexico, and they are at 5:38.
Do you speak Spanish? Or can you speak Spanish? Or would that
My
be a
grandpa can.
oh? And you never
My
learned it?
grandpa can. I never learned it. No. So my grandparents and my parents all came from Mexico.
Okay.
Yeah. So they immigrated from Mexico to here, and my dad was too young to learn Spanish, and so was my mom. So they never taught us Spanish. But I do know German.
Ich liebe dich. That's all I know. Ich liebe dich.
What?
Ich liebe dich.
Ich
That's
liebe dich.
yeah. That's all I know. Which means I
Oh, I
love
don't
you.
even. I love. Oh, ich liebe dich.
There we go. Something like that.
Yeah.
It's the
Yes,
bear.
sir.
It's the barefoot that slurred my words. Have you ever
Is that
drank this?
alcoholic?
Yes, it is alcoholic. I don't drink anything else other than alcohol on the show.
Right. Screw water.
Who needs water?
Right.
Oh,
Only
so
the people that want to stay healthy.
and what flavor of meat are you using?
It's called Dragon's Blood.
That sounds fucking fucked up.
It's where is it? Oh, here it is. No, not Dragon's Blood, Tiger's Blood. It's actually a pretty cool vape. It comes in when you take a hit. It goes in sour and comes out sweet. It's pretty
Well,
cool.
like the gummy things in their sour. First they're sweet, then they're sour.
Yes, yeah, kind
Yeah.
of like that. It's the first vape that I've ever tried that has that. So I'm definitely gonna go buy about 10 more here soon.
I love it.
But we got pretty off topic. Do you have any other questions for me?
No, that's weird because I mean we pretty much touch on a lot of heavy topics there, like questions rather. Like who cheats the most? Have we ever been cheated on? What would we do if we were or if we cheated?
All right.
Um,
So let me ask you this: what do you do for fun? Like, well, what are your hobbies out there? You go to the beach, do some fishing.
oh God, no fishing. That's so boring. Right now I work. and I've pretty much finishing up my masters, but I do go to the beach. I love going out drinking with my friends. So I would meet at a bar often and wasted and can't get home. I actually went out drinking the other day and cracked up my full screen. I don't know if you can see it. The screen is
Oh yeah,
the yes, fuck.
yeah, it's
Cause
messed up.
I was really wasted and my friend was handing me my phone and I swore I took the phone. I thought I took it, but the ground cracked. So now I have to go and get a new. But sip
Oh, there
happen.
you go.
So I mean,
So,
yeah, go ahead.
Barbados, is that an English territory? Because I'm sensing kind of like an English accent, kind of a little bit. I don't know. I could be completely wrong.
You are completely right. It's actually we were formerly colonized by the British, but we just became a republic. So we fought away with the Queen. We don't want you here anymore. So yeah,
Right.
we are now mostly independent per se, but we were formerly colonized.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah.
Eh,
So that's our
so
little history.
is it cool being your own republic now?
It's yes, it's still it's a learning process because it's like it's new to us. Not many Caribbean have gone this route. I mean, Trinidad. I don't know if you've heard of Trinidad and Tobago.
I have not.
Okay, well, there aren't many Caribbean countries that have a republic. I think I don't know how many there are, but I know Trinidad and Tobago is one of them. But it's a learning process. Like we know learning what it means to be a means to detach oneself from the monarch. So
Right, right. To become independent
in the
from.
totally, because
Right,
we have our own government, we have our own police and task force, but now everything is going under a name change. Like our hospital is named actually right now Queen Elizabeth Hospital. Now that will be renamed, but most of our street and places of historic value have heritage of British life. So like Prince William Street, Princess Alice's monarchy. So learning process. So I don't know if we're gonna do away with all the British emblems.
there
We
you go.
started
Let me ask you this: are there a lot of white people there?
no, not really.
No.
They're white Bajans, but they're white in comfort. We have a lot of
Oh,
tourists from the UK, so our we have quite a lot of tourists. I don't think we get much from Texas, like where you're from, but we do have some from the United States as well. They come
oh,
when
okay.
they come when it's cold, like when it's really unbearably cold, and this is the UK and the US. They would come because we have summer like all year round.
Right,
So,
you're a tropical
yeah,
country.
yeah. So they come.
Oh, there you go. Well, from where I'm from, here in Texas, in my little town that I'm in, it's all white people,
Are you serious?
all white people, and some Mexicans as well. But
Okay.
I mean, once in a blue moon, you'll see a black person, but
And what is
it's
the
it's
reaction? Like, what is the reaction to that? Like, what? Ain't a black
um
person.
I don't think a lot of people care.
Hmm.
I mean, me, I'm not like a white. Yeah, my skin is white, but I'm German. So yeah, I am a white person. Yes, but I don't interact with a lot of people other than German people.
Okay.
So it's just how I grew up. I grew up going to a private school with all German kids. Um, of course, there's Mexicans here, and there's the white boys, and then yeah, that's it. That's
Wow.
it. Yeah. So uh, yeah.
Interesting.
Yep.
That's I.
I mean, I do have a black cousin. My aunt actually adopted him. So
Wow.
yeah, that's
And y'all are
yeah, yeah. Every now and then I go over and we play some Call of Duty or something like that. Just chill.
interesting. But as I said, we do have white people here, but then as I said, just pretty much tourists. I have a friend who is like your complexion. She is so Asian. Like she speaks like me,
Oh
but
wow.
her complex and she has like the eyes. Like her eyes are green. So like anybody like when we go like because we went college together, when we go like people would always assume that she's from here and would offer us like taxis, which is strange because you don't offer taxis in Barbados. You offer persons that look like you a taxi. So like, when I'm with her, I get offered a taxi, which we don't get because really really expensive. Barbados is if you are like what one US for bus fare,
Oh,
$1.50 US. Yeah.
right.
So
Damn. Yeah, no, over here, oh, my phone's about to die. Over here, it's there's a lot of oil field over here, so everybody buys big trucks and big SUVs and all of that. You won't hardly see a little car or a bike or anything like that. Like all of them is just big honking diesel trucks and gas trucks too.
I really need to come to Texas because I really need to chat in my um, I've been to Jamaica and that's about it. So yeah, I really have to get it happen. So
Oh
Texas,
yeah,
here I
no,
come.
definitely. You just let me know when you're coming over here. I'll show you around. I'll introduce you to all my friends. Yeah, yeah, we'll shoot the shit. We'll hang out, drink some beer, go clubbing.
No,
Actually, go ahead.
go ahead. No, you go ahead.
Okay, actually went to the club this last weekend. It's the first time I have ever been in the club, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. I gotta say, I went and I was kind of naughty, you know.
That's why I gave you the lot. Like I know this is your first time we meet, but Aaron, I know you were up to some shit in the club.
Oh, I was. Me and my friends went over there, and they honestly expected me to be the calmest one there because
Oh,
I'm
like
usually, yeah, I'm
you
usually the one that holds back, but I
and
didn't
be like,
that
yo,
night.
guys, like, okay, so you're the guy that we could probably depend on to say, you know what, you'll do the drinking and you'll do the driving. You're that
Right?
the
Yes, sir. Yeah.
the responsible. And you say he says yes, sir.
That's just how I grew up. Is say yes, sir. Yeah, no, sir. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Yeah. Um, but like I said, where I come from, there's only white people here, right? And I've only gotten with white girls,
Mm.
and I wanted to, kind of
Get outside that box.
experiment a little bit. Yeah.
So this may sound a little bit bad. So this is where I introduce you to Barbados. So you can just come. We can do an exchange program. So you come here for a summer, and I come there, and
I'm down.
I'll take you to a club, and I'll show you all the black girls your eyes can fucking see. Promise you that.
Well, that's what I was saying. I got with a black girl that night.
You've never been with a Caribbean black girl.
Are they better? Are they better than the American black
Bonfire, rub it, up a wheelie. Caribbean girls run it, ass Riri.
Book your ticket, and I'll tell you the answer.
girl? I'll definitely come to Barbados.
Are you?
But I will say this: I don't know if you've ever heard this saying: "When you go black, you don't go back."
It's true, and you
It
won't.
is true.
I,
I don't. I don't want no white girls no more.
there's a work program here in Barbados. You can. I'll send you the link. I'll send you the link so that you can, just not come here and fucking. You can work.
Honestly, tomorrow I'm gonna say this. I think this is the start of a very beautiful friendship.
Check on it. And that's how we do it here on SipHappens podcast. That's my good German Texan friend, Aaron. Pronounce your last name because I know that that's German for sure because of the K. Kelnison?
It's Knelson, yes.
Nelson. Like
Yes,
knife.
a lot of yes, like knife, exactly. A lot of people make fun of me for that. They like Nelson. What? I thought the K was silent. They think I'm Nelson, but
Ah,
no, it's
Nelson
K
is a
Nelson.
Nelson is a Bajan name. We have Nelsons here in Barbados.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but we don't have the K on it. We just have the N. So
Well, I'll fit right in then. I'll just tell him that the K is silent.
don't put it. Start cheating.
Start cheating.
Let's make that a hashtag. Hashtag start cheating.
Hashtag start. Yes, exactly. I'm gonna share this. I'm gonna say hashtag start cheating. But I mean, what if some ex girlfriends see that on your post? Well, what are they gonna say?
Oh, I knew he was a cheater. No, I was
Oh,
the nicest. I was the nicest. Like I was a pure gentleman. Still am. Like
there you go.
I would give you my whole salary to make you happy. I said that. Did I say that with a straight face?
No, you didn't. You kind of smirked a little bit. I was like, yeah, all right. But I mean, you can buy a girl the world,
Yeah.
and they'll still some of them.
I mean,
now there are very amazing women out there.
I mean, like look at Jay-Z and Beyonce. Like celebrities, like these that we idolize. We be like, oh my god, they are so beautiful. They get cheated on. They have millions.
Yeah,
Like so, like who am I not cheated on? I feel good. To be cheated on, cheat on me.
exactly, exactly. Jeff Bezos couldn't keep his wife happy. What makes you think you can?
Shit happens,
Sip happens.
and he's very very well. Like so that just goes to show you like how can you really make someone truly happy? Companionship is it financial shit? Is it relationship? What makes happy in a relationship?
I would say a real connection.
Mm,
Like you're okay. Now before you question that, now hear me out. Hear me out. You and your friends, right? You're very
mhm.
much similar, and you have a connection. You like the same things. You get along. Of course, you'll have different views on certain things, but you you definitely click in some way. And I believe if you can find that, you can make it happen. But I'm only 20 years old.
Are
I'm barely
you?
getting out there. Yes, sir.
I'm 30.
You're 30.
Yeah.
Dude, you look so young. I thought you would be 20.
Oh,
I thought you'd be
thank you.
about my age.
Nah, I'm a very old pterodactyl. I'm Asian. I was alive
Nah,
when pharaohs walked the earth. When Jesus said, "Let there be light," I was there.
that's good. I like that one. Hilarious. I've never heard that. I'm telling my buddies that tonight.
So there are two things now that you have to tell your buddies. So like puppies, you have to use that on them, and so old that let there be light.
Yes. Some dappies, and I was there when
No,
Jesus
no,
said, "Let there be light."
he's
Well, dappy,
he's.
dappies.
That's it. That's it. That's good. Very good.
Oh, dappies. Oh,
So
okay. So,
like, can I get you to repeat a pigeon word, like a pigeon phrase? You ready?
sure. Yes.
Okay. So let's say you come here to Barbados. Sorry, not let's say. When you come here to Barbados and you see like a black that you really, really love, you have to say Coble,
Come,
Coble.
cobbler. Did I get it right?
You did. So that's it's like a it's like almost like you are
Hey,
almost shut.
can I put you on hold? I'm about to piss myself. I'm so sorry that I'm doing this, but I really gotta do it.
That's fine.
I will be right. Oh, I will be right back. Whew.
2,000 years later.
Back. So sorry about that.
I'm gonna have to give
I
you a
have a
box.
small bladder.
SipHappens.
Sip happens exactly, dude. What a great name for a show, honestly.
Thank you. I put a lot of thought into
How did you come up? How did you come up with that?
because my life has been quite shitty for some years. I'm about 2, 3 years now, and I do enjoy different beverages. And I'm a linguist, as I told you earlier. My BA is in linguistics, so I played with words. So instead of saying shit happens, I remove it and put sit. That's how we got it. So like as I talk about the shitty things and taboo things in life, sit, something
Sip happens.
will sit happen.
Heck yeah, I like it.
Thank you. I appreciate it. How much like you've been drinking this, mine is gone. You've been drinking this what is that show? Like how much is in there?
I already finished one. I'm on my second
Wow. Wow. You're a mess.
one. Yeah.
You're a mess.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm kind of an alcoholic.
But I want to return the favor. I want to come on your show. So let's make that happen.
Absolutely. Um so I do have microphones and everything. How would we make that to where like the audio quality is just like super like supreme?
I have my mic. I have like Yeti mic that I came right out from my computer. I like usually have tripod and stuff. I definitely prefer
Oh.
so
Oh,
my,
okay. So
my
we can
definitely.
connect an actual microphone to this Zoom call and make it happen.
Mhm.
Awesome. So I'm gonna get some of my friends over here because I do the podcast with them,
Okay.
and we're definitely gonna interview tomorrow. Am I saying your name right?
You are actually.
Oh, okay, perfect.
What like why you doubted yourself?
I just want to make sure I'm always right. I just want to make sure I'm right. You know, like I hate to get things wrong, and if I get things wrong, I try extra hard to make them right.
Do you think that you can get into stand-up comedy? Because I can see that happening for you.
Stand-up comedy. Uh, oh well, I've actually gotten a few people tell me that. It's just in big crowds. If I feel comfortable, I can do it. If I'm
Okay.
not comfortable, you won't hear me say a word.
Wow. It
I'll
was very
just be
selective with your speech.
yeah, yeah.
Mm.
I choose who I let people see me.
So maybe you
Yes, sir.
good as a theater practitioner, like a actor, because you can mask, right?
Right. So that's also one of the reasons why I like doing this podcast because I can say what I want to say on there. I
Mm-hmm.
can say my jokes, everything. And if you don't like it, don't listen to my show. That's plain and simple.
Refer to somebody who will appreciate it. We don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
They're gonna,
exactly.
they're gonna do us regardless.
Definitely give me feedback so I can make my show better. But yeah, other than that, I'll say what I want to say on there, and I can do my thing. See, over here in my city where I'm in, content creation is not smiled upon. You could say I'm the only one around here doing this, so I've had a lot of love come my way because people are like, "Oh wow, you're doing this." I know a lot of people wouldn't have the balls to do it, and so yeah. But I've also heard of people talking shit, but they've never heard the show.
The naysayers,
So
because they
it's
are afraid.
invalid to me
They're pretty much afraid of what you're doing. They don't
that
have the
yes,
balls to fucking really do it. So
exactly.
grow up here.
And these are the same people that have bullied me since I was like 14. And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why they did that. I've always wanted to be big in some way,
Mm-hmm.
and I thought I could do that because I had this obsession with being a pop star or a rock star. I had this obsession with it. And I thought, hey, maybe if I'll just sing on YouTube, I'll get big and then I'll be good to go. Well, it was terrible. It was not good. So, yeah, I went ahead and embarrassed myself in front of my entire city. I mean, it got almost 1,500 views in 2 days. Yeah, and all bad shit. So for me to come on and do this, it took a lot of balls.
Like, what is he up to now? What other shit is he gonna give us? So, what did you
Yeah,
sing?
yeah,
What did
exactly.
what song you sang?
I sang it was by Bruno Mars. Are you familiar with Bruno Mars? Yes. It was When I See Your Face.
Face.
Yeah, that one. I forgot what that song is called.
Girl, you're
Nothing in this
amazing.
world
That's the way
is
you
just the
are.
way you are. Hey. Yeah.
And
So yeah, this
you still have it up?
what?
Do you still have the video up, or you took it down?
No. I took that down. I couldn't handle it
I mean, I was gonna,
because
I was gonna put it
people would
in.
call me.
I'm like, oh my god,
Oh,
that's my
you're gonna put it in?
yeah,
Oh yeah, no.
that's my
There's
friend.
no.
That's my friend from Texas singing his heart out.
Yeah. No. I couldn't handle that because people they would call me and they would play that. It's like, is this you? I even got into a fight because of that. So yeah, no, I had to take that down because
Are you the one that sang Bruno Mars so terribly? Like, oh my god, like that's an interesting way to be bullied. Like, you should feel honored because no one has ever been bullied for doing something so terrible.
yeah, you're right.
Maybe, unless it's Rebecca Black. And remember, it's Friday, Friday.
Yeah,
That song was sucky, but she was.
yeah. It was, but it was also catchy
It
in
was
a way. It's like once
annoyingly
you
catchy.
yeah, you'll listen to the song once and then you'll try to go to sleep and then it's just playing in your head, rain, and it's just yeah, it's torture. But mine was in no way catchy. In no way was it good. There was no music. It was all a cappella. Kind of like the Island Boys. You know, I'm an island boy. Just trying to make it. You know, like that. Yeah, and yeah, so it was not a good decision on my part. I should have put more production into that.
We live and we learn.
Mhm.
We live and we learn. That's
And honestly, I think if I hadn't have done that, I don't think I would have started a podcast in the first place.
but out of destruct we have beauty. Like, you're no diamond. Like, you're like a phoenix rising from the non-vocal ashes.
Yes, sir.
So maybe you could like get some voice training and go back at it again. If it's something that you really want to do, I encourage you to do it. But I will
No.
I will laugh too loudly.
Yeah, no, you would definitely enjoy that, huh? If I sang for you.
I made a song too as well. I'll send it to you privately. But
Sure.
I also put it up and then I took it down. I don't like
Yeah.
I don't like to hear my voice. And when I'm editing my videos, I try my voice ever. Hate my voice. I hate listening. I just grinds me every
Yeah.
day.
Yeah, no, if I were to get back into music, I would do music production. I wouldn't be the one singing. Definitely not. I could not live through that again. But I do love a good beat. And
Mhm.
honestly, I have an iPhone, so I go on GarageBand randomly
Mm.
and I'll just make some music and stuff. And it's like, super bumping and I know I could get a rapper on that, but if I were to do that, I would go into music production. I would create beats or I would
Okay.
find artists to put on.
Yeah, definitely. That's a way to go and start putting it because that's a way to make money. It's very easy. And with COVID happening,
Absolutely.
it's a good way to.
And I see my podcast as a way to do that.
Yeah, like you can do your own beats and do it for your influencers and then influence the people that are doing podcasts.
Exactly.
I can
Exactly.
I can be your manager.
Hey. Hey, how much what percentage are we talking here?
Just a trip every year to Texas.
Trip every year to Texas. I think I could do that. I think so. Oh, we'll see when I start making money on my podcast. I'm still pretty small,
Me too.
but
Same here.
yeah. Well, we're going together.
Yes, that, and that's why
But
we're here.
actually, speaking of the podcast, we're actually going to start doing video podcasts.
Okay.
We're going to be doing it on YouTube.
Yes, I have video and audio, hence up for you. But
Yeah. So this, I'll tell you a little bit. Um, we're gonna get like a bigger table. There's gonna be four hosts to the show, and every now and then a few of them are gonna switch out. But we're definitely gonna pimp that thing out, and we're gonna make it hella bussin', and it's gonna be good shit. It's gonna be good shit. I'll send you a link as soon as it's up.
please, I followed your IG page, Air Bear, Bear,
Yes, Air Bear Show.
Air Bear, because you just started the thing. I check that out. I will put the link to on my social media so that my Barbadian people can follow you and diversify your things.
Yes. Yes.
You know.
Let me ask you this:
Mm.
what platforms are you on? I've only seen the ones on YouTube. Are you on any other platforms?
Apple, Spotify. What's the big? Oh gosh, this is so embarrassing. Apple, Spotify, um, iHeart, like big major ones, because I have a platform and I just put my things on the platform and it sends it out to the pod.
Yes. Yeah.
So like I use Speaker, upload my things out all
Okay.
to all those things.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, no, I wasn't sure if you were on any of those platforms. I'll definitely if you want to text me
Yeah,
where that's or where I can find that on there, I'll
definitely.
definitely give you a 5-star review. Follow.
Oh my God, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. We're bonding. We're bonding, and we're not even
Yes, we
physically.
are.
I love that we can do what we do and we can meet. Like this is barriers. And a lot of people don't see it as important, but once you have a voice, I will always use it. I love. And I thank you so much for coming on the show and
Yeah.
saying yes.
Yeah. No, and oh, absolutely. I had a lot of fun on this one.
Oh my God,
I had a lot of fun. We'll definitely get back on more.
definitely, definitely. Is purple your favorite color, by the way?
I'm sorry.
Is purple your favorite color?
It's one of my favorites. Yes,
Okay.
purple and blue.
Yeah, because
Yeah, this is actually. Let me show you around. This is actually where I used to have my podcast, but I went ahead and just put the couches here. They
Okay.
used to be on the other end of the room,
Okay.
and now I just moved everything over there to kind of give me some more space.
Any parting words, Aaron? Like, what would you say? Parting words, like, everybody that's listening.
I would say, don't cheat,
Mm.
and if you're going to cheat, don't
Don't-
get caught. And if you do get caught, be really sorry because she didn't deserve that, or he didn't deserve that. And just be straight up. Communicate. If you can communicate, you can fix a lot of unnecessary problems.
Sure.
That's what I believe.
And that's basically it. I do agree with Aaron. And that's very sound advice for somebody who has been drinking 18 beers.
No, I'm only on my second one. Cheers to that.
Oh dear, damn it. My thing is empty. Mine is empty.
That's okay. You could just air chug it. Air chug it.
That was embarrassing. So listen out for the release of this episode. Because I have now to go and edit. That's the hard part.
It is.
That's
It
the
is
hard
when you
part.
gotta sit through the entire episode and cut out the little parts and stuff. Yeah.
Mhm.
I actually have an episode to edit right after this.
Yeah. Okay. So we
Yep.
will be both working. We will be
Yes,
both
yes, we
working
will. Yes,
for
sir.
the great.
We're entertainers, and we got to do what we got to do for that.
Yep. It is true. So, Aaron, it was a pleasure from Barbados to Texas, from Texas to Barbados. We love you. Thanks for coming on the show. It was a pleasure having you and letting us
Oh,
in your space and telling us about your. That's not easy. And accepting
absolutely.
to meet a
Oh,
total
likewise.
stranger. You know, really, really appreciative. And this is
Yeah.
a great start, the beginning of beautiful friendship.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah,
Absolutely. I had a lot of fun on here.
yeah. So, guys, you have been listening to the Sip Happens podcast, and today I had Aaron Nelson with a K. The K is not silent. He has a podcast. I will put all of his links below so that you guys catch him and his friends talking a bunch of shit because it happens. Thank you. And that's it, basically.
We stopped recording?
I don't know how to do that. Oh, I see here. Stop.